Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tigers offense will have the football first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Caught. Spins away from the defender. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Kentucky! Special teams proving to be special. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And they're not on the same page there. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Kentucky's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front. The hog.
It's a seam wide open. Offense all in gets it to the 30.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He's got his man. Breaks into the open. And eventually taken down. What about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Now from inside the red zone. Got his man out of the backfield. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Man, I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They're working that left side. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Grabs it in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good...
There he goes! Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. There he goes down the right side. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Missouri! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Riley. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Did the work himself. Good line on the way, and he slides to avoid the hit. Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the move. Goes out of bounds, and they'll be set up with a first and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
This defense has got to get better in tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Takes it from the gun on third down. Pucks it out of the air. Boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple couple of inches short. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Works the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Dell. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Dell. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Kentucky. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kick is in the air. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Big fella moving. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more.
Touchdown, Wildcats! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll try the toss to the left. Shows him the stiff arm. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
And the Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. Breaks into the open. Bust through behind his pad. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Riley. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's got him. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Wildcats are in the hurry up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Wildcats! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. From the gun, the running back has it. Turns it on in midfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on 1st down. Touchdown, Kentucky! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here we go. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it at the 30. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
63, Missouri, 17.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Right on the money. Still on his feet at the 45. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Kentucky. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Missouri, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Wildcats! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch at the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Firing to the right, complete. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working that left side now. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle or they're used to it too, but those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of...
Looking for a deep man. Intercepted for the 11th time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
To the air on first down. Immediately fires to the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes into 39.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Kentucky right back to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 30. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
That keeps the score.
They are set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Missouri offense will take over.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He'll keep it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays in the scheme.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in on the right. Open spaces. The 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Sends it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up. for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. He hauls it in, and nobody's close.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. This time it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Kentucky going quickly. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Taking it the other way. He's at the... And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky! With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.